Welcome to another edition of Old Guys Loving Life. I'm your host, Perry, and unfortunately today I'm flying solo. My co-host Wayne's taking care of some family business, and it would be greatly appreciated if you folks would send him some kind, positive energy his way and some prayers. It would be much appreciated. So with that, couple big things happening. Well, not really big things, but minor. Let's start with the minor things. Been doing some tweaks to the website. Now, if you look at the top of the website, it will have, next to home and about and whatever, it will have news. Click on the news, and it will take you to a page, and there you will get the latest updates that's happening with us about the show before it's announced on the show. And so therefore, since I've already put it on there, I can tell you here that we have been in contact with a brewer at a brewery. We're not going to say which brewery or which brewer, but scheduling is currently being made for myself and Wayne and a brewer to sit down and have a flight of beers and talk about his beers that he currently brews at his brewery. And that's very excited. When I talked to the brewer, he was very excited as well and wanted to be a part of it. So that's great news. Again, we're working on the scheduling. You got Wayne's schedule, you got my schedule, you got the brewer's schedule, and I wanted to do it today, which is Monday, but the brewer couldn't do it because he was canning. And that's a big, elaborate procedure to do, so I can understand. So in the next, I'd say in the next 2 or 3 weeks, this is going to happen. So the other thing is we have a members-only area of the website. If you will click at the top of the website again, there's a bar that says, over to the left, it says log in. You can create your own login information, and then that will allow you access to the members only area when we put it up. And also I've added a few photographs on the photos page, and added our links to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and our email and all that. And also our store. And our store is up and running. We have people ordering hats, t-shirts, and pint glasses. And guess what arrived to my door just minutes ago? I'm telling you folks, just literally minutes ago, the mailman brought me my hat. It's white. It has orange lettering with the microphone. You can see it on the website, and it's oldguys.biz. So, like I said, t-shirts, hats, pint glasses available on our website. So make sure you get yours today. A lot of people are ordering. And I'm very happy that people are going to be sporting these all over Volusia County, New Smyrna, and so far it's just people in New Smyrna New Smyrna Beach that have ordered them. So you folks in the rest of the country, come on, get on board the train. We don't make a profit off this. We're selling them at cost. So we just want everybody to be able to have one. And they're really good quality, I'll say that. So that's our website news. I've told you about the hat, and I've told you about Wayne. Let's see what else we got going on. And when I've told you about the brewery, a lot of exciting things going on around here. Um, Obviously, I'm the plug master, I guess. Wayne's the good time guy. He talks about all the parties and the travel, and I get to talk about the technical side, the production and the store and the website and all that good stuff. But that's okay. We all serve a purpose here, and on Instagram. We have a pretty good following with a lot of locals here in the New Smyrna Beach area, and we thank them for that. And we've gotten a few tributes with smoking cigars, and it's just nice to be acknowledged. So thank you very much. Just sitting here at the Studio 1A here at the Westwood Brewery. I'm broadcasting inside today because it has been raining for like over a week. I'm talking downpours every day this week or this past week, and we expect it to continue on into this current week. Um, One reason we normally broadcast or record our show on Sundays. And it was raining so hard on Sunday that we wanted to give it another day and see if we could find a dry day. But that's not happening. And I have literally dumped gallons of who knows how many gallons off my pool 3 separate times in this past 7 days. And I hope this ends very soon because I have grandchildren and my son coming to visit. They'll be here on Friday, and they want the kids want to swim in Papa's pool and go to the beach with Papa and do things like that. And I surely hate to disappoint those 2 little girls. So come on, let's send some positive energy into the heavens, and let's dry it up so we don't start growing gills and web feet and stuff like that again. So that's about my news here. I'm going to take a short break, and then I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. And welcome to the second segment of Old Guys Living Life today. I'm your host, Perry, like I said before. Unfortunately, flying solo without my buddy Wayne. Wayne usually does a travel thing. He has been going through his bucket list of places that he has been to that are his absolute favorite places. And he thinks that everyone should have these places on your bucket list, rather. And we talked about Alaska, we talked about Costa Rica, and unfortunately, I don't know what he was planning on talking about today. I can just talk about cruises that I've been on. We've been on several cruises, and we've always cruised on Princess. And our very first cruise was the Caribbean Princess, and we sailed out of Fort Lauderdale. And let's see if I can remember first cruise. We sailed out of Fort Lauderdale. We went to the Bahamas. We went to St. Thomas. We went to St. Martin. Love St. Martin. St. Martin it's not a round island, but there is one highway, and it's pretty much a 2-lane road that goes the entire circumference of St. Martin. Now, St. Martin, there's a Dutch side and there's a French side, and you can freely travel from one side to the other. So we got off of the cruise ship on the Dutch side, and we went and rented scooters, and my wife and I, and we went around the highway, and we cruised to all the beaches, and went all the way around the island. On the other side of the island, we went to the French side, and we found this great little cafe, sidewalk cafe. And every time that we've been there since that first cruise, we always make our way back to this cafe because they're great croque monsieur sandwiches. Now, basically, that's ham and cheese. It's kind of like a fried ham and cheese sandwich, but it's delicious. And have a few beers there. And let's see, where else did that cruise go? I can't remember. I think that's all. But that's on the Eastern Caribbean. Western Caribbean, you get to go to Jamaica and Grand Cayman and, places like that. We are presently and currently planning a trip for later on this year. We're still deciding where we want to go. We've never done a Southern Caribbean. We would like to go. It's been a few years since we've been to New York City and Manhattan, and we would love to do that. And that's a possibility. And some places in Europe may also be on the planning board as well. But we're kicking around the ideas, and we'll see what happens. I was looking at one of those websites where you can, like people rent out their houses and whatnot. And there are people like in the Keys and Key West that rent out their sailboats. I mean, I'm talking 35, 40 something foot sailboat that you can live on while you're staying at Key West. So that sounds like an appealing idea to me. We both love the beach. We would rather be at the beach than almost anywhere else. And we could just get down there and move in on a sailboat and live the good life for a few days. And don't have to worry about driving anywhere. You'll be right there, right off of Duval Street. And I mean, once you're there, you never have to leave. I mean, you can find almost anything you want to do from one end of Duval to the other end, and eat, drink, shop, whatever is right there or very close to Duval Street. And so Key West is very fun. Actually, the Keys in general are very near and dear to our heart, and you may want to consider doing that too. So anyway, that's our travel segment for today. It's still just pouring rain. I'm telling you, it's got to dry up. Come on, folks, send us some positive energy this way, up to the heavens rather, and let's dry this up before the grandchildren get down here next week, or actually this week. We're getting your comments, and we appreciate your comments, and we see people are ordering stuff from the store, and we appreciate that, and people are downloading and listening to the show, and that's awesome news. And I hope that you all will share our podcast with your friends and let them know if they want a good laugh to download our show. And so anyway, with that, I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for listening to Old Guys Loving Life. War Eagle.